let's get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. So yes, just in case if you guys weren't tuning in this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and yesterday, Saturday, it was the NFL draft.
Wait, are you guys going to be talking about sports?
Yeah, it's not really. No,
I mean, if you talk about sports, I mean, that means
this about 15 seconds of real sports. Okay, so the Redskins picked up some good players. No. We picked up some really good players. We picked up Chase Young, who was arguably the best player in the draft. We got some running back and receiver, and that's about it. That's all I really want to talk about. Let's get into the ratchet and dumb shit that happened at the NFL draft this year. Since with the pandemic that's been going on, they decided to go ahead and do it virtually, and they put cameras in every single prospect's house and just let it roll. Rick, you want to start it off?
Sure. So I'm gonna start with something that really wasn't paid attention to, which is the Jets drafted an offensive lineman by the name of Mekhi Becton, right? Mm-hmm. Mekhi Becton, really big dude, really big athletic guy, good player. His daddy decided to make it all about him because once they announced his name, his dad decided to fall out of the chair and roll around on the ground. Then proceeded to stand in front of the TV and in front of the camera doing this the whole time. The whole time. He said, "Cool, it's my time. You got picked, nigga. It's daddy's time to shine."
My seaman brought you to this dance.
CeeDee Lamb was probably the funniest one to me. And I mean, in the midst of this, so me and Rick, we know what's really going on at this time. You have a whole bunch of teams calling in to say like, "Hey, don't go through. Make sure your phone line is clear so your team could call in." So CeeDee Lamb decided to go ahead and have both of his phones. He was talking to somebody, and his agent called in. His girl wanted to go ahead and pick up the phone for him to say, "Hey, it's in," but no, you are on camera, huh? Everybody's gonna think a whole different thing of what's going on. It's like, bitch, you going through his phone? No, abort. So
now, the funniest part about the CeeDee Lamb thing is, so his mother. CD and his mother gave her that look, but then, do you know who her ex-boyfriend is?
No, who?
Her ex-boyfriend is point guard for the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young.
Oh God!
Trae Young chimed in on it on Twitter, so it just took it to the next level. Then also, so then you got Isaiah Wilson, who is drafted by the Tennessee Titans, and his girlfriend decided that she was going to do like Russell Wilson's girlfriend when he got drafted and just make it all about her, but not in the Black Mama's house. Not in the Black Mama's house. We ain't doing that. His mother snatched her little narrow ass right out of there. Right out of there. And if you actually listen to the video or audio, you can hear Mama say, "Get up. I don't have time for your shit today. This is my baby's mom. Get your ass out of here."
She did.
It was hilarious. And real quick, and speaking of the Tennessee Titans, their head coach showed that it ain't just players' families being ratchet. Mike Vrabel, former Patriot linebacker, former All-Pro linebacker in the NFL, he's now the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Yeah. For some reason, he had two random guys dressed up, one dressed up like Frozone, another one dressed up like something in the background. Yeah. But also, he didn't anticipate people on Twitter being as petty as they are because they looked at the windows in the background. You can see a young man taking a fresh shit on national television in the background of Mike Vrabel's house. He is taking a hardcore shit.
Right now, they have it should be right there. It's circled in red. He's just taking a shit.
Just taking a shit sitting there. I wonder who Dad's gonna take.
I wonder what Dad's gonna take, but I'm gonna take a number 2 right now.
Right.
Wait. Sam Dozier said, "Come to find out his girlfriend is 40."
That makes it even worse. That makes it even worse. Oh my God!
Hey.
That just goes to show you that gold diggers come in all shapes, ages, and sizes.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
But you know, so real quick, I know we don't have any video of this, but Deion Sanders put out a 2-minute video after the first round of his draft.
Hey, somebody find that and post it to the fan page. I need to see that.
Yeah. So he did a 2-minute video with his son, because his son is going to be a future draft pick. And he basically was explaining the procedures, because he was just like, it was a whole bunch of nonsense going on. And we ain't having that in my house. Deion said, I'm going to have teleprompters. We're going to have timed out minutes for people. Like, girlfriends only get 2 seconds to hug, then they got to get their ass out of there, and they ain't hugging before me and your mama. Yeah. Like, Deion went through the whole thing.
Yeah. So, could you imagine?
He wasn't with me in the gym.
Hold up. Could you imagine? You can't hear me.
Pick it up. Pick your mic up.
Yeah. I have the mic in my hand.
Go ahead.
Could you imagine if you were drafted to any major sport and your mama was standing next to you and your girlfriend your girlfriend didn't want to move? Could you imagine how quickly the
Nope. Hey, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Trey, I know your mother, and God rest her soul, you know my mother. That shit wouldn't have flew.
It wouldn't happen with my mother either. So
no offense, ladies. No offense, ladies. My mother would have chokeslammed your ass right out of the room.
And we would have sat there like,
what did you learn?
What did you learn?
Like, there's no way. Like, I understand that you're happy for your baby, but it's his moment. It's his and his family's moment. Exactly. You got there late. You wasn't there from taking them to practices and doing all of this stuff. It ain't about you.
Women in our family got hands, homie.
What did Rick Ross say? What did Rick Ross say? You wasn't with me in the gym. You wasn't with me in the gym. So, you gotta take. You're gonna be there. If you play your cards right, you're gonna be there. Don't worry about it. You got your whole career. I mean, you didn't even stay there. You didn't even make it a preseason. Make sure that you can just get through draft day first before you go ahead and start talking about like, I'm gonna take the whole. God forbid, if this guy actually from the Titans actually gets to the Hall of Fame one day, and we have to look back at his whole entire draft experience. His girlfriend took up 90% of the damn screen because she wanted to be the head person. She wanted to be all in the pictures, all in the video.
You know what? I bet that's not even an unedited version of that video. I'm pretty sure they cut out the top of her head because they didn't want to show her on the video. I'm pretty sure that's an edited version.
Blerds and Whiskey got it right here on the screen.
Not her whole face though.
And the crazy thing, the crazy thing about the whole thing is just, it's these young men have sacrificed. They've been working. They've been training. They've been doing all of this. Let them have their moment, man.
Yeah.
You know, because this for some of these dudes, by the numbers, everybody ain't gonna be a Hall of Famer. Everybody ain't even gonna have a long career. You know what I mean? So give them their moment. Let them enjoy it. Let them have their time.
There's only like 300 people in the Hall of Fame. And
That's
there's been over like thousands of people playing in the actual game. If they act, this is the only time. And here's the thing: a little thing about some people who don't know. NFL players only usually get about 3 years in the league. If they get drafted this high, get the hell out of the way. It ain't about you. Okay, if you're really, I hope that you are like always with them all the way through. Because say if they don't make it all the way, let's say if you're a bust, Jamarcus Russell. I mean, I want to know is this girl still there with him still to this day?
Hold on, Trey, don't say RG3 because RG3 still. Hold on, RG3 still in the league, but then RG3. Hold on. Listen to me. RG3, the girl that RG3 was there with him, the one that supported him, that had his baby, he divorced her.
Yeah,
I know. So her ass may need to be there, but. Yes, so Chuck Clark said she doesn't even go here. But ultimately,
man,
I can only imagine. Like if Little Trey decided to go into a professional league or something like that, and his girlfriend is sitting front and center. Like, bitch, you just got here in the last possible year. Get the fuck out of the way.
Nah.
Like, you're getting tossed across the room.
Nah. And here's the thing. I mean, it was definitely funny. I hope that the NFL still sticks to this format because I could go for some ratchet shit every year. It's funny as hell. And I mean,
also, the way things are looking.
And also, if you looked at the commissioner, Roger Goodell, the way he started off, yes, with the number one pick, he did, and then by the time you got to the end of the second round, hey yo, Slim, with the 106th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers select. Let me get on these M&Ms real quick. Yeah, they picked such and such receiver from Buffalo. Yeah,
Roger got real. Roger got real comfortable. He got real comfortable.
He got real. And the fact that, I mean, if you look at all these guys who did you see Rick? Did you see Arizona's coach's house when he was looking like a cocaine cowboy?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Then we gotta wrap it up. This is the last thing on it. Cliff Kingsbury looks like he coaches in the morning, pimps out his players in the evening, sells cocaine at night, and then will lead a passing league for young kids the next day. That's the way his whole setup looks. He looks like a cocaine cowboy head coach, offensive genius.
Yeah.
That's also the president of his HOA.
Yeah.
That's what Cliff Kingsbury looks like.
He got a nice ass back. We'll show the picture in the fan base, in the fan page.